A good chicken curry is essential in everyone's arsenal of recipes. So we're going to do one today with coconut milk and chopped tomatoes. Really simple. The first thing we're going to do is cook our rice. So I have about 80 grams here. Whatever Keegan has in your plan is what you'll use. So add that to a saucepan, and then we do double the quantity of water into that. So I'm actually going to keep that ramekin, and I'm going to fill this twice with water. Pour it in, and again that should give you about an inch over the rice. So another way to test that is if you stick your finger in, it should come up to just about your first knuckle over the water itself. So that's a good way of telling, and that's kind of the perfect quantity needed to be fully absorbed in the rice with no leftover. So I'm going to put that on the hob to the side, cook the rice for about 6-7 minutes until it's fully absorbed, and we'll serve that with the curry that we'll make in front of me. While our rice is cooking to the side, we have a frying pan here in front of me on a nice high heat. I'm going to get about a tablespoon of oil into this. So again, you can use olive oil, you can do sesame oil if you like, or any type of fat, be it butter or coconut oil, whatever you want, or fry light spray to keep the calories down. Toss that around the pan, and what we'll do is we'll just lightly saute off our onion or garlic or ginger, same as always. Pop them into the pan, stir them around, just ever so slightly saute them. Now we don't need to cook them for long. We're not going, if you burn garlic, it goes quite bitter. So we just want to lightly introduce it to some heat, get those aromatic smells, get those flavors released, and then we'll pop our chicken in on top and brown off that chicken just until we have a white coating color on the outside of it. So we've got a nice brown color on that chicken now. It's not fully cooked and doesn't really need to be. We just coated the outside. So we'll add our veggies. So this is the veggies that are going to be added to your curry. Use whatever you want at home. I'm using mushrooms and bell peppers, but you could do courgette, baby corn, any other vegetable work, aubergine, squash, whatever you have. So pop that in, toss it around the pan, same again. Lightly soften them down. We're going to get a small bit of browning and charring on the outside. To make our sauce, it's literally two components that season well. So we have our chopped tomatoes and our coconut milk. Always my go-tos when I'm making a curry. So we're going to open the coconut milk. I usually do about a 1-to-1 ratio, so I'll probably do half a jar coconut milk, half a jar chopped tomatoes. So I'll just spoon this in. You can do a lighter coconut milk to keep the calories down as well. So pop that in. That's the bones of a full jar actually within there, and we'll match that with chopped tomatoes. So again, this gives us the kind of meatiness and volume to that sauce. So I'll go in with the bones of a jar. I might just keep a little bit for later on and see if we need it. Stir that through, and it gives that beautiful creaminess and also colour to the curry as well. So stir that through with the veg. That will obviously cool the pan down, so we're going to bring it back up temperature now, keeping it on a nice medium to high heat until it starts to start bubbling and blitzing again. And to make it our curry and to get the Asian spice into it, we have some curry powder. So we'll do a teaspoon, if not a teaspoon and a half, probably a teaspoon and a bit. So we'll come back to that in a while. We might add more if we need it. We'll do the same amount of cumin. So a nice teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a bit. Generous pinch of salt and pepper. That's our salt. Same with our pepper. In on top. And I'll always do a splash of soy sauce. Again, gives us a nice depth of color, depth of flavor, and adds that Asian cuisine spice. So about a tablespoon into the curry. And as you start to stir this through, you'll see those colors start to kind of mix through and mix with that creamy coconut milk, and you get this incredible golden, silky curry sauce. That sauce is formed. That just needs to bubble and blitz and simmer now for about 15 minutes would be great. If you can give it a little bit longer, even better. I'll add in some chickpeas. Again, they're a great source to pack it out, add some volume, add some fiber, and add some protein. So again, you could leave that chicken out and just use chickpeas or some lentils, and it will give it that volume and that protein pack without the meat itself. So we'll add in the chickpeas and just let that relax, let that do its own job and simmer down. So we'll serve it up when it's ready. A good way of telling if the sauce is nearly ready and it's thickened enough, if you dip your spoon into the sauce and run your finger through the back of it, if that channel can stay clear and it doesn't seep back in, then it's pretty much ready to go. For my rice, I've just taken it out of the pan into the plate. All that water was fully absorbed. So we'll take our curry with our spoon and we'll just pop that into the center of the dish. Again, getting in all of those pieces of chicken, the veg, the chickpeas, and that beautiful curry sauce in on top of it. If you like it a little bit sweeter, you could add a small bit of sugar, or a little bit of ketchup will add a tiny bit of sugar and sweetness to the curry itself. A little bit of parsley on top to contrast that beautiful golden color from the curry. That is my homemade coconut chicken curry. Really simple to make, so I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next video.